Greetings fellow earthlings and welcome to Napoleon Total War, Battle of the North. So this is going to be Denmark versus Sweden, or Denmark and Norway versus Sweden, but you know what I mean. An AI battle between two factions, and yeah, I don't know what's going to happen as a result, but let's see how it's going to go. So get the big general in, and the rest of the army will be decided by random. Right, done. Oh. There we go, that's how we do it. Okay, so this is the Swedish army. They've of course gone for some 2 artillery units, 4 cavalry, and the rest are infantry. I think they usually choose their armies like the same way. Yeah, again, oh no, a little bit different. So the Danish are coming in with less cavalry but more infantry, and they've got some decent artillery. I don't really play much Napoleon Total War, but it looks like the Danes have the better artillery. So yeah, let's just use them and win. Let's get them into the battle. And so it begins. So I think I'm running Darth mod for this. I don't really know. I remember installing it, so I guess I do have Darth mod running. And also why I chose this map, it just looked interesting, so yeah, that's why I chose it. First of all, we've got some water here, so this is like unpassable land, unless you want to get your boots wet, but I think, you know, let's like kill each other, but you know, let's try and keep clean about it. Let's not get our boots muddy, let's, you know, stay on the ground sort of thing. I think that's the agreement we came to. And we've got some high ground over here, where it looks like some cannon fire coming in. Yes, so like a faction can go up here and shoot down, but I don't think the AI will be smart enough. Ooh, it looks like the Danish are though. Yeah, they're definitely going to try and use a bit of that. Whereas the Swedes, oh yeah, they don't have it as well. So we're going to be fighting on 2 fronts, the low ground and the high ground. Interesting. Now, I don't really have a preference of which faction I want to win. I think I like both of these countries. Denmark because they're Denmark, and I like Sweden because it's Sweden. Denmark and Sweden, I've got nothing against them. Unlike like the French, for example, I'm English, I have to hate the French. That's just, you know, that's the law in England, but you know, we've got no reason to. Do we have a reason to like Denmark? Any history of past alliances or something? I don't really know. I don't do Scandinavian history, but I can't think of anything that we've got against them. So yeah, I won't see everyone have a good time in this battle, is what I'm trying to say. I hope everyone has a good time. Even though it's AI, it doesn't actually feel, but you know what I mean. So both are starting to send some of their infantry up. What do we have here by Denmark? We've got some Norwegian ski troopers. Whoa, that screen went weird there. Those weird explosives. And we've got some Swedish Jaeger units. Already firing in at the Norwegians. Who has the high ground? So Denmark definitely has a lot of troops up here, and it looks like Sweden pulling back. Sweden, you've got to get yourself organised. You don't want to lose the high ground to Denmark, because they're definitely up here with some cavalry, so we're going to have to be careful about that. It's definitely a weird one to record Napoleon Total War. AI only battles, I mean, because you know it's range units. Where are these firing at? Oh, they are firing over there. Okay. Yeah, with it being an AI only battle and range units only, it's very difficult to tell what's really going on. And of course with artillery as well on these weird lines, it's really weird, but I don't know. This is my first Napoleon Total War AI only land battle. I did a siege one time, which was very glitchy and did not work at all. But yeah, this is the first battle, and I want to do a sea battle at some point as well, which should be interesting, seeing how AI fights AI but on the seas. And if people really like them, I have got a plan to do a series for Total War AI only battle. I don't know exactly how it will go. It depends which Total War game is most popular. Okay, it looks like Sweden is finally moving up. I don't know if I can see Denmark through these trees. I wouldn't be able to. It's just, how do you possibly see what you're shooting at? Oh, cavalry coming in. Yeah, so of course Sweden got charged there. That's going to cause some big morale penalties. But I think the Swedish cavalry they charged Denmark, so they're like repaying the favour sort of thing. Ooh, what's happening over here? Ah, yeah, same thing. Sorry. I just saw artillery. What's happening? Oh, Sweden, get your artillery out of here. Why are you bringing... I get why you want your artillery on the high ground, but this is not a safe spot. Denmark coming in with some line infantry to take them out. Oh, Sweden, you're just getting friendly fire. Don't get friendly fire. Oh, well. Oh good, it looks like they're doing great from the morale of the sharpshooters, which are like snipers but not snipers. Ooh, Denmark's formed a square formation. I've of course noticed the cavalry, I think it is. Although in square formation they're weak to infantry, and Sweden, they've got a lot of infantry around, so they've got to be very careful of that. Sweden just starting to shoot at these ones as well now, which they're not in formation. These are just easy pickings for Sweden. Look at them trying to run back into a formation. What's happening over here? So it looks like, yeah, Sweden's brought in the cavalry, and this should save their soldiers from the cavalry charge, but they lost a lot of troops, and Denmark coming up there going to start getting a few fires in. Yeah, Sweden's winning on the bottom part of the map, but losing on the top. Oh dear, this is not what Sweden wanted. This is why you had to take the top side of the map, because right now Denmark have high ground and they're just shooting down at these Swedish soldiers, and you can see all the dead bodies as well. Yes, Sweden need to do something about that very quickly. Preferably some cavalry as well. I think that's the only unit quick enough to actually get there in time. It looks like we've got some infantry, but they don't want to lose their artillery, so they've got to be really careful with that. But they've all got loads of gunpowder units. Well, only gunpowder units, but they're still deciding to only fight in melee by the looks of things. That hit just here, looks like it took quite a few of these Jaegers out. Or, is it Jaegers or Jaegers? Is the J meant to be pronounced as a Y? I can't remember, I'm just trying to remember, like, I know German and Swedish are different things, but I remember that's how it is in German. It's meant to be pronounced as Jaeger, I think. Whoa, oh, look at loads of them. I love that too. And I like how they did it in this game as well. They shake the screen a bit, and it, I don't know, does it like lower its frame rate and make it go in slow motion a bit? I don't really know. These Danish flankers still causing a lot of trouble, but they didn't take out the artillery, so that's a big mistake by Denmark there. And it looks like Sweden has of course regained themselves on the top. They've got their the general up here as a cavalry unit. Yeah, you've got to be careful with him. You don't want him dying, otherwise that would cause a lot of issues. Sweden looks like they're pulling back a bit with some infantry to deal with these Danish and save their cannons. I don't know who's winning right now. I think Sweden, but it's still a very close battle, of course. Whoa. Artillery is just deadly. When it's the full upgraded type of artillery, it just tears everyone to pieces. Although Sweden do have some troops retreating over here. I should be able to deal with this. They've definitely weakened the Danish morale, so that should be fine. Although this artillery, it's not good for them. Although I don't know what type of artillery shot on you is good for you, but this one definitely isn't good. It causes so many morale penalties. Where's the Danish general? Is he on the front line? If he is, that's not the place where you want him. Okay, so here's the Swedish general. It's shown by the star icon. Okay. Here he is. He's here. Yeah, so he's quite far back. The Swedish are playing a little bit more risky with their general, of course, charging him in into some grenadiers. But they've got other units to back him up, so it's not too risky. I don't know. In Napoleon Total War, I don't like playing risky with my general. I always keep my general far away from the battle, unless like it gets really desperate. But yeah, in Medieval 2 Total War, Rome Total War, even Attila Total. No, we'll start off by saying Rome Total War and Medieval Total War. I just throw my generals in there. I don't have any care at all for them. Just like send them in. Of course, I want them to survive, but it's so tough. I'll happily have a full 20 stack army of just generals because it works so well. Whereas when you get into Attila Total War, it's like in the middle a bit. I'm of course happy to send my general in. I don't care that much, but still, I'd rather get my units out of the way first. I think Attila did general units very well. But Napoleon did them well for the time as well, because I don't send them into battle at all unless I absolutely need to. Which is very rare. It's like happens once or twice every campaign where I send a general in to fight. Whereas in Attila it's about 40% of the battles. Yeah, it's weird how they do generals, and I like how they did it for Napoleon and Attila, how it fits the time. Well, I guess it kind of fits the time in the medieval one because, you know, generals did fight in medieval times. So, yeah, I like how they've done it. They've like changed the balance stats to convince us to use them more or less, depending on the historical period. I don't know what I'm talking about now, but it makes sense in my mind what I'm saying. Anyway, it seems like Denmark have gained the upper hand on the high ground. Oh no, they haven't. Sweden just pulled the troops back a little bit to actually be able to use them. I don't want to get friendly fire though, that's something we've got to be careful of. And they're also like really starting to charge down this hill now, going for the artillery as well. Denmark are struggling. I don't know if Denmark can do it. They've of course got one unit all the way back over here. Actually that could start shooting at me soon, so let's pull my troops back. I of course don't want my troops to die. I don't like zooming into the armies because it's very loud on my ears, on my headset. I don't know how it sounds on your end, but on my end it's really loud and I can't talk over it. I can't hear myself talking when I'm zoomed in like when I'm zoomed in like this. I cannot hear myself talking, or only very just. I don't know how that sounds on audio, so I like to zoom out when I talk. I think this is maybe not. This is still loud, but I can at least hear myself a little bit. Anyway, well done Sweden. They've almost taken the top, they've almost taken the bottom. I think this is going to be a Swedish victory. I can't imagine what Denmark can possibly do right now. And we can see it on the map as well. It's just, how many squads does Denmark have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that just shows. Of course, some of these Denmark units could return to the battlefield, but Doesn't really matter at this point, we're all dead anyway. Look at them just like taking the point blank range shots at each other. Although Denmark are not actually shooting at these, they're shooting all the way over there at something. And they're just getting melted by the Swedes. Just watch a wave of shots coming and see how many of them die. Oh, the Danish general died. And bang, just wipes them all out in one. And there we go, they've realised that this battle's pointless, they're going home now. So, well done to the Swedish AI, they have of course won, they've routed almost every unit now, there's just a few more stuff to clean up. I just spat on my computer as I was talking, oh that's disgusting. There we go, it's all cleaned. They killed the enemy general, and I think it was the king as well. Yeah, I think I say it to be the king. Oh, the Swedish cavalry here. Coming in just to clean up these Danish troops.
Glorious victory, sir.
Get a lot of captures in. Yeah, and of course well done to the Swedish AI for this very triumphant victory. They did very well, I thought, because the two nations are very similar in their units and playstyle. I'm guessing that it would have been a very close battle, like 1 or 2 squads at the end, but no, the Swedish AI, they fought really well. And of course, please tell me down below in the comment section if you do you want to see more of these. Like, I know I do a lot for Medieval 2 and Rome Total War, they're just usually easier to record. And they're actually, I think, more popular than Napoleon right now. Yeah, Napoleon doesn't do that well right now in terms of views, whereas like Medieval 2 does. It's weird how much love that game still has. Yeah, it's weird. But I'm not complaining, it definitely deserves it. Anyway, do you want to see more Napoleon battles, AI only? Do you want to see more AI only Attila stuff? It looks like Denmark were just about to try a good strategy for a second, going for the artillery, but then, bang, they just died. Anyway, let's end the battle. Heroic victory. Yeah, it's gonna show us the stats. So of course the Swedes killed 4,200 almost, and Denmark killed almost 3,000, we'll say. But yeah, at the end of the day, Denmark brought in like 200 more troops, but that's not too much really. But they lost so many more, just bad strategies I guess. We might have got a bit of friendly fire. They should have taken top. Sweden messed up with top, but they managed to really regain themselves up there. I don't know what they did, but yeah, well done to Sweden. Anyway, as I was saying, do you want to see more of the more newer Total Wars with AI only battles, and also for Napoleon specifically? Do you want to see some sea battles? If I was going to do Napoleon Total War again, I will do a navy battle next. Do people want to see it, or you know, are you not that interested? Oh, I could do Shogun 2 sea battles or Attila sea battles. It's weird how I've had all these AI only battles in my mind. I like, I can do this one. Oh, I can do this one. And it's only just occurred to me today that I can do sea battles. That's never crossed my mind before. Anyway, I'll think about it, and of course, please tell me in the comment section as well. Hope you've enjoyed, and goodbye.